Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Super Mega World Series. And this is the one I've been waiting for, folks. The Twin City Blue Ox versus the Chicago Dogs. The Chicago Dogs are my team. This is the team that I drafted for. So, of course, that's who I'm rooting for naturally. But the Twin City Blue Ox have a incredible team that they put together, and they enhance their offense so much more with the two free agent draft picks that they pulled in. So I am very excited to see how this tournament plays out. I'm excited to see how this series plays out. I'm excited to see how this game plays out. And no, Razzie Dazzler will not be pitching for the Twin City Blue Ox. I don't know why that's showing there, but we will fix it here shortly. Just a quick recap on what has occurred so far. We saw the Beast region play between the Apollos and the Soul Takers. We saw the Soul Takers take the Souls of the Apollos in a walk-off home run to win that game. The Blazers face off against the Blue Rocks. They won a 1-0 matchup between Manny Kays and Alicia Woodrow. Manny Kays on the winning end of that matchup. And then we saw the Epics face off against the Grizzlies in the Epic region. And a tough loss for the Epics as they lose in walk-off fashion in extra innings. The Grizzlies with a huge Beefcake McStevens home run to win that game. And that brings us to today. So I am excited to get our team on the field so we can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and get started and make sure that the lineup of the Blue Ox gets fixed. Do a quick little suggested lineup here. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I wanted to go through these teams and just show you some of the big names of these two teams. So, starting off with the Twin Cities Blue Ox, they drafted first in this tournament, and you can see a lot of big names on this team, but one of the biggest, the first name off the board was Jackie Slam. She was the #1 pick in the draft between the Blue Ox and myself. Blue Ox, by the way, run by Billy Yank, if you've seen him in the community. He drafted Jackie Slam #1 overall. In addition to that, you'll see Maurice Brick. That was the #2 pick for his team. He then went #3 with Jock Sports. And if you're wondering why I let Jock Sports go to #3, you'll see when you look at my team here in just a second. Squinch Toot Whistle was the last pick for him in the free agent draft. And his first pick was the Blamo Tamale. He dropped all the way to #7 overall in that free agent draft, and Twin Cities Blue Ox could not pass up the opportunity to bring him onto the team. So very impressive team put together by the Blue Ox, and who they'll be facing off against, my team, the Chicago Dogs. And a couple of the highlighted picks for my team, you'll see Sakta Song. That was the #2 overall pick. Why wasn't he #1? Because I went with the S tier player, the only S tier player in the Monster region, which is Jovita Pulo. So Jovita was my #1 pick, followed by Sakta Song. You're going to see some other big names on this list, but I'm really excited about Juice Jackson being on the team. I really leaned into the scholarly traits. So you're also going to see I have Yo-Yo Yamamoto here off the bench with tier 3 Ace Exterminator. I'm hoping that will pay off for us. I can't control the bench decisions, but I'm hoping he gets brought in some critical moments. Mario Mustachio stimulated. We'll see between him and Juice who plays third base. And then I also drafted Dano Yoshida 9th overall. That's our backup catcher behind Stacy Staples. Brought in Warren Yount as my first pick in the free agent pool, and that was able to flesh out my starting rotation so much more than what it looked like before. And then the man, the myth, the phenomenal legend, Norm Phenomeno. We'll see how he gets used in this tournament. I'm not sure how we will look to use him, but I hope he gets utilized wisely. That's a little highlight of our teams. Let's go ahead and set the lineups. Fix the starting pitcher, who should be Maurice Brick. Again, that's so weird. I don't know why they put Razzie Dazzler in there. Bizarre. Okay, so that'll be the team for the Blue Ox, and then my suggested lineup, will not have Norm Fenomeno in the lineup. Instead, it looks like Sakta at first, Juice at short, Yo-Yo at third, instead of Mario Mustachio. Okay. And then Andre Candela will be at second base. So interesting matchup. All right, let's get into this one. Let's head down to Whacker's Wheel, home of the Chicago Dogs. Chicago Dogs are a real team. I recreated that logo, was really proud of it, and wanted to make sure I could use it in this tournament. So Twin Cities Blue Ox versus the Chicago Dogs. Chicago Dogs at home for the first 2 games of this 5-game set, and Jovita Pulo, number 1 pick, will have to face off against number 3 pick Jock Sports. Big hitter versus big pitcher. We'll see what Jovita can do against this really great offense. And first pitch swinging, Jock Sports ambushes Pulo, sends it into center field for a leadoff base hit. So he gets on quickly. Good hitter, but pretty slow, all things considered. On first base, average speed, decent arm behind the plate, and Stacy Staples. Squinch toot whistle with tier 2 power versus righty. She shows it there, but that one's going to go just foul. Hits off the wall in left field and just missed that one. A Squinch, the free agent brought in. She'll swing at strike 3 and miss it to get out number 1. Jovita's first strikeout and first out of this game and of the tournament. Jacques Softin comes up to the plate. Jacques and Jock. Tier 2 consistent. Tier 3 first pitch slayer, but he took a ball. There's a strike from Jovita. She does not have any traits. She just uses her pure ability in this game. And Jacques sends one to deep center field, carrying up against the wall, and Hopper Fenster, the free agent, decides to throw it to second base, and he didn't even jump up for that one. His name is Hopper Fenster. Why didn't he jump for that? Instead, he corrals it off the wall, and it'll be first and third with 1 out for Jackie Slam. She pulls one to right field. This one is going to die at the warning track. Javier with a really strong arm. Heading home, runner taking off for second base. Safe at home, safe at second, and nice base running for the Twin Cities Blue Ox. Jackie Slams does her job. She's an RBI hero. She's an ace exterminator. She flies out to right field, but it's enough to get the first run of the ball game here in the top of the first. Now 2 outs, and Blammo Tamale sends it to right center field on an off-speed pitch. That ball is out of here. And you could call him Paul Bunyan, as he took his log and shot that one into right center field. I don't know if that's a good one, but huge shot from Blammo Tamale. The free agent got brought in and did his job immediately. He makes this a 3-0 ball game, and it does not stop here. The gauntlet continues as Mash Taters comes up, and he'll mash one into left field, continuing the line. 2 outs, and Jovita Pulo getting just lambasted right now. Rhonda Horn will come up, the DH, with tier 1 whiffer at 2 strikes. Jovita is tense. No speed over there at first base with Mash Taters over there. Take strike 1, Rhonda Horn. Long pause from Pulo, and whiffer will activate in an 0-2 count with 2 outs, and there's taken strike 3. Off-speed pitch. Rhonda Horn wasn't ready for it. But a big inning for the Blue Ox offense as they get 3 across on a base hit from, I don't even remember who hit that one. It all happened so fast. And then it was Jackie Slam on the sacrifice fly, and then the 2-run homer for Blammo Tamale. So similar to the Blue Ox, we'll send a slow but good hitter in Javier up to the plate. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. 0-2 count, and pulled Hito Monshada, the third baseman, throws it over to Mash Taters for out number 1. Here comes Sakta Song, the offensive captain for the Dogs. Overdogs were his original team, so he stays in the dog category. And he'll have tier 2 off-speed hitter against Maurice Brick. Sends it to deep center field, but Blammo easy retreat and catches that for out number 2. Huffley Buffler of the Jacks was drafted all the way in the 14th round, and he hits this one hard, but Jackie Slam, the right fielder, will range over and catch that. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Maurice Brick, and he's got to feel really good with his lead, feel really confident. Jovita Pulo has to reassess her approach as she is still tense, and Guy Gold will swing at the first pitch, and this will go into the left center field corner all the way to the wall. Hopper Fencer will come up throwing, and that's going to be an easy leadoff double for Guy Gold. Guy from the Overdogs, drafted in the 14th round. I believe he's their left fielder today. And now Hito Moonshada, the Nemesis third baseman, drafted in the 6th round, comes up to the plate. Tier 2 high pitch. Jovita can't figure this offense out, and she'll get the high sky fly ball. It echoes through this stadium as we're indoors, and it's going to die in left center field. So he gets the high pitch he was looking for, but couldn't get his barrel on the bat on the ball. Barrel on the ball. And that's going to be allowed out number 1. We reach the top of the order. Jock Sports swung at the first pitch, got a base hit in his last at-bat, and he'll take 2 balls in a row here against Jovita. He'll foul one back, 2-1 count with 1 out and a runner on second. This one tailing away in left field corner, but it's going to get right off the wall in foul territory. 2-2 count and a base hit to right center field. Coming up, throwing his Hopper Fencer, runner coming around. And Saktasong doesn't go to first base. Gets the cutoff, but does not throw to first. And sitting in no man's land was Jock Sports. A runner scores from second base. And oh my goodness, not a good start for the Dogs here. I'm starting to lose myself here. Squinch toot whistle 0 for 1. 0-2 count, or 1-2 count right now. Contact versus righties activated. A weird little bounce off that didn't hit the ground. Okay. Candela catches that, ranging up the middle on a fly, and that's going to be out number 2. Jacques Solftine with a base hit to center field, I believe, in his first at-bat. Oh, yeah, off the wall. That's what happened. Takes another a strike for first pitch. 0-2 count immediately. And he'll pull one down the line and next to the first baseman, but can't corral it quickly enough with the runner being held. Sakta not able to make the play there. Runner advances to third base, and now you'll see Jackie Slam come up. She already has 1 RBI today on a sacrifice fly. Runner on first and third with 2 outs. Jovita's still tense. She still has good ratings despite being tense, but she needs to figure things out in a hurry, or else this game's going to get out of hand. And it looks like it's going to get out of hand as Jackie Slam slams into one, right center field. That's going to get out of here. 3-run shot, and the fireworks continue for the away team as Jackie Slam goes 407, 3-run homer, her first home run, 4th RBI, and it's 7-0. And folks, it's a bad day to be a Chicago Dog. Blamo Tamale comes up 1 for 1 with the 2-run homer, immediately pulling Jovita Pulo here in the 2nd inning, and we go to Immaculo Spectaculo, Tier 1 crossed up. I kind of don't know why we didn't go to one of our 3 long relievers. Immaculo, 2-1 count here against Blamo, trying to be careful. 2-2, and Jesus Christ. Blamo with his 2nd home run in 2 at-bats in this tournament. A solo shot this time, going back-to-back with Jackie Slam. 457. That was a no-doubter. Got the off-speed pitch he was looking for, and now it's 8-0. We are still in the 2nd inning. The offense is finally showing up in this tournament, and it's coming from the Blue Ox offense, and our Dogs pitching staff just can't figure them out. Mash Taters comes up, 2-1 count here. Spectaculo, not sure what happened in that last at-bat. 3-1, gets a strike there on an off-speed pitch. Full count, and Mash Taters will strike out to end the inning, but ugh. 5 runs come across. Now 8-0, heading into the bottom of the 2nd. We went down 1-2-3 in the 1st inning against Maurice Brick. We cannot let him get going with his volatile trait. He's still at neutral somehow with Tier 2 volatile. Here comes Juice Jackson. Gosh, I am so deflated right now. Trying to stay at least a bit biased. Juice, the number 4 pick from the Jacks, comes in with tier 2 off-speed hitter, and he'll get one. This is a fastball to left center field. That one was blasted. Woo, what a shot from the Jack. 444 on a line. What a piss missile from this Chicago dog. And that'll be the first of hopefully many runs to come for this Dogs offense. Hopper Fenster comes up, 24th pick, the last pick for the Dogs to fill out this team. Good hitter, tier 2 magic hands. He'll dribble in front of the plate. Jacques Softin comes out of the crouch. Toss to first in time for out number 1. Or out number 1. Yo-Yo Yamamoto, drafted very late in the... Where are you, Yo-Yo? 20th round from the Jacks. Tier 3 ace exterminator. Knew I was going that route. Figured we'd have a lot of ace pitchers in this game, or in this tournament. 1-2 count here. Great contact, great power. Fouling another one off. Trying to stay alive here against Maurice. Checks his swing, but holds back on a ball in the dirt. Ah, nasty pitch for Maurice Brick, and that's strike number 3. 2 outs. 2 outs and Andre Candela, the Crocodon second baseman, drafted in the 13th round. Comes up with tier 2 consistent. 1-1 count. Takes a strike. 2 outs, and he'll foul one off. He has tier 2 sprinter out of the box. Takes a low pitch for a ball. Stays inside now. Full count with 2 outs. Candela swings through a pitch out of the zone for strike 3, and Maurice Brick makes a mistake to Juice Jackson, but it's negligible at this point. 8-1 through 2 innings, and their offense looking to try and keep their momentum going. The Blue Ox come up with Rhonda Horn, who already struck out once, now facing off against Spectaculo. Spectaculo gave up that solo shot to Blamo Tamale, but then recovered quickly. Now Whiffer activates for Rhonda with a 1-2 count. She'll whiff through that one. Spectaculo getting a little cocky. He was a 5th round pick from the Jacks organization. He got brought in by the Dogs as one of the best pitchers, relief pitchers in that region. I'm telling you, the relief pitching in the Monster region is incredibly shallow. Grounder to short, Juice Jackson up, throws to first in time, out number 2. Hito Monshada will come up 0-for-1. Skied one to center field. Just got underneath a high pitch last time. We'll see if he can get one here that he can swing at. Takes a high pitch for a strike. Another high pitch that he gets underneath, and this one's going to die in the infield. Calling it a sock to song. He'll catch that to end the inning. So a nice 1-2-3 inning to stop the bleeding, at least for now, is Immaculo Spectaculo. And now we'll go 8-9-1, starting with Jack Cracker, another Jack's hitter. Jack Cracker drafted in the 10th round. Left fielder with a good bat, but pretty slow. 2-0 count here for Brick. Fires the fastball in for strike 1. Cracker will pull one into right field, can slam, get to it in time. Diving attempt, 12% chance that she is not able to corral that one in. StatTrack says that was a 12% chance to miss. Great attempt from the right fielder, naturally a center fielder, and it allows Jack Cracker to reach. Not very fast over there at first base. And here comes Stacy Staples, who swings at the first pitch she sees, pulls it into left field. Stacy, the catcher of the Nemesis, drafted in the 17th round. Good bat, good arm behind the plate. Just a slow catcher, which I think we can all agree is not that big of a deal. And Javier will come up, leadoff man, tier 2 outside pitch, but also tier 2 RBI 0 with the runner on second base. So hopefully he can overcome that. Maurice Brick finding himself in his first jam. 0-2 count here pretty quickly against Yoder. Pulled foul. Javier Yoder, Nemesis right fielder, 12th round pick, and a nice diving play from Hito Munshada. Gets up, tosses to second, gets it over to first. Double play, 5-4-3. Runner does advance from second to third, but now 2 outs. And Sakta Song will come up. Hopefully he can do better than he did his first at bat. Swings way late on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He didn't know what he was thinking there. stays inside for ball one. Ooh, gets his off-speed pitch, but he pops it up in foul territory, calling it his off-teen, and he'll catch that to end the inning. So we had an opportunity, but Maurice Brick got the better of this offense, and that'll end the inning with nothing doing. So Dogs still flailing here, getting backed into a corner. Hopefully they can react to it, but for now, we'll just watch the Blue Ox continue to destroy the Chicago Dogs pitching, as I believe that was Jock Sports, just a line shot, just getting over. Yep, it was his first home run of the tournament and his second RBI, and that was a 400-foot shot just over the wall in left field. And it won't stop anytime soon, folks, as it looks like this game is all but done. But we got to watch through it. Luckily, it's only 6 innings and not 9. Immaculate Spectacular with a brushback pitch against Toot Whistle. 1-2 count here as she swings through strike 2. And there's a pulled ball down the right field line. It's going to get past Sock to Song. Javier will get it in to hold the runner at first base, but 2 hits to start this inning with Jock Sports home run and then the single from Toot Whistle, and now off-team comes in. We'll pull Spectacular. We'll bring in Pickman. Off-team with first pitch Slayer. Swings at the first pitch, pops it foul. Pick officer activated for Pickman. Slick Pickman, the 8th round pick from the Overdogs. And this ball bounces off the, oh my God, wild pitch from Pickman. Allows the runner to advance to second, still no outs. Off-team fouls one off. He's down 1-2 in the count, and a ball low in the dirt. Pickman trying to figure out where his strike zone is. And he found it. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. Off-team goes down. That's out number 1. It doesn't end. Here comes Jackie Slam, 1-for-1 with a home run. Luckily, Pickman is a B-plus pitcher, so Ace Exterminator is inactivated, but he still throws it in the dirt. Stacy Staples can't do much when it bounces off the ground, and Pickman really struggling with his accuracy allowed the runner to advance 2 free bases with wild pitches. RBI Hero still activated. Slam fouls one back, 2-2 count, 1 out, runner on third, excuse me. Ball high, and full count, fouls one off. We'll do it again. There's strike 3, so Pickman a little bit effectively wild here as that one tailed way high and out of the zone, but couldn't stop herself as Jackie Slam strikes out swinging. And now here comes Blammo. Had a couple of Blammos today with 2 home runs and 2 at-bats. Speed pitch sent into deep center, but it's going to hang up for Hopper Fenster to end the inning. Thank God that it didn't get any worse than that. 1 run scores on the leadoff home run from Jock Sports, and 9-1. The 1 run we got back on the Juice Jackson home run gets washed away from Jock Sports. Here's Huffley Buffler, the Jack's second baseman. 1-1 count as he's 0-for-1 today. Will ground it hard, but right at Toot Whistle at second base for out number 1. Juice Jackson 1-for-1 with a home run. Got a hold of one, pulled it to left center field. No doubt shot against Maurice Brick. We'll see if he can do it again. He gets the off-speed pitch, but this one he got underneath, and it's going to die in left field. The first one was a fastball. This one was a off-speed pitch, and he just missed it, and that's just a shame. So that's 2 outs quickly. Maurice Brick just mowing down this Dog's offense. Hopper Fenster 0-for-1. Watches a couple of pitches stay low. Maurice Brick is locked in. That pitch cuts the strike zone, apparently. Fenster down the right field line is going to tail foul. A couple of inches foul. And he'll have to come back to the box. 2-2 count. And a missile into center field, but it's right at Blammo Tamale. He'll catch that running in to end the inning. 2 innings left and an 8-run deficit for the Dogs. The Twin Cities Blue Ox is really just showing that their offense is just that much better. Pickman gets locked in after a really nice inning despite the wild pitches. Mashed taters, ground ball to right field, but cut off by Sak De Song. Dives and catches that, and then ends up tossing it over to Pickman in time for out number 1. Here comes Rhonda Horn having a tough day. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Whiffer trade staying true to her. She'll get ahead in the count 2-0. Pulls one well foul, but making good contact there. She'll get ahead here 3-1. Good pitch to swing at, and there goes Slick Pickman. Runner will reach safely as he gets hit in the mojo. Good news, I believe, is that he'll drop from locked in down to... Oh, no, oh my God, he drops all the way down to rattled. He's going to tough it out here. You can see he's breathing heavy. Having a really tough time now. 1 out, runner on first with good speed. Stacy Staples has a decent arm, but she is tense right now. And a liner to third base, Yo-Yo Yamamoto, over to Candela, over to Song. 5-4-3 around the horn, and the double play ends the inning. So Slick Pickman gets hit in the mojo, but he's able to recover to get the double play to end the inning, and he's just begging for his offense to help him out here, as he's going to need some big output in the next 2 innings against Maurice Brick, who has barely seen his attributes move at all, actually in the positive direction for him. Yo-Yo with a hard hit ball, but pulled foul down the line. He'll pop one foul. He falls behind 1-2. This one, toot whistle. That ball magnetized to her glove. I call foul play here. She makes a diving attempt and catches that ball on the fly. That's out number 1. I don't know if I agree. And a pop foul into foul territory. Mashed Taters on his horse gets into that one, gets over to that one and catching it for out number 2. And Jack Cracker will come up 1 for 1 with a single down the right field line in his first at bat. See what he does here. Ooh, hits one hard right field. And the short wall in right field will help us out in Whacker's wheel. Jack Cracker cracks that one down the right field line. And that's going to get out of here. A big 364 solo home run. It is just unfortunate that this game is so far out of reach right now, and we can only get these solo shots. Stacy Staples, apparently it looks like she's tense due to those misplays behind the plate. So I'm guessing that was probably more of a pass ball than a wild pitch situation, but she'll pop up to second base. And the first pitch she sees will end the inning. So a big solo shot from Jack Cracker. He's 2 for 2 today. So him getting the best of Maurice Brick is nice to see. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do, and we still have to get through this. Slick Pickman's still rattled, and they want to keep him out there. So he'll face off against Hito Munchada. He has just missed 2 big shots. Top of the zone. He's got a couple of high pitches that he's popped out. 3-1 count here, and they say that misses the top of the strike zone. Pickman can't believe it. That'll be a walk to lead off this game, and Jock Sports 3 for 3 with a home run, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. Big start to this tournament for him, and it'll continue as he's now 4 for 4. A base hit up the middle on the first pitch he sees, and 2 on, no outs for Squinch Toot Whistle. 1 for 3. She made a nice diving play in the top half of the inning. The Blue Ox looking to add some insurance here in the top of the 6th. Pickman still rattled after getting hit in the mojo against Rhonda Horn. 1-2 count here. Sails high for ball 2. Infield at double play depth. And getting the strikeout, and Pickman gets some of his mojo back. He's now tense instead of rattled. Gets the strikeout, and now a double play ends this inning and the threat. But against Jacques Sauvetin is really intense. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Throws a ball to get rid of that first pitch Slayer trade, and oh my goodness, Jacques almost jacked one out of here. Instead, it goes foul. I didn't even talk about Jacques Sauvetin, the catcher from the Buzzards, drafted in the Oh, down the left field line. Fair going into foul territory. Runner coming home. Jack Cracker with a good arm coming up throwing, but it's going to still score the run. So 10-2 is the ball game. And again, the run scored gets washed away immediately on another run response from the Blue Ox. And now finally, Norm Phenomenal will come in to replace Slick Pickman. Jacques Softin from the Buzzards drafted 4th overall, and he has come up clutch for his team. So far today, Jackie Slam will have Ace Exterminator and RBI Hero activated, both at Tier 2. She's nearly maxed out. She hits one into left field down in front of Cracker. No one's running on his arm here. And he wants to show it by throwing it all the way home. But bases are loaded for you-know-him, Blamo Tamale. Norm Phenomenal I drafted 3rd overall as our both infielder and our long reliever. Oh, liner to Yo-Yo Yamamoto. He catches that one, but everyone retreats quickly. Good reaction from the base runners. That'll be out number 2, and a big moment there for the Dogs as they're able to get us 1 out closer. Norm against Mash Taters. Mash will take a ball high, 1-1 count. Now 2-1, swing through strike 2. Mash Taters, the 8th overall pick from the Nemesis. 2-2 count, 2 outs, our bases are loaded. A foul back. We'll do it again. An off-speed pitch thrown and another foul. Good battle brewing between these two. Who will win? Mash getting well ahead of that one, pulls a foul. There's ball 3, excuse me. Full count, runners take off. Foul again. Norm Phenomenal trying to get that put-out pitch. Another foul ball for Mash Taters. This is the battle of the tournament, maybe? That was a huge at-bat, and Mash Taters wins as he gets the bases-loaded walk. A runner scores now at 11-2, and Rhonda Horn will come up. She reached base safely when she hit Slick Pickman in the balls, and there she goes again. She'll send this one to deep left center field, all the way to the wall. Fencer comes up throwing. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. 3rd run holds at 3rd base, and an RBI, a 2-out RBI double, 2-run score. Guy Gold comes up with a double already today. Norm Phenomenal now tense. Jesus Christ, this is the worst case scenario for the Chicago Dogs. 13-2 right now here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs, and that'll get past the diving Candela. In a right center field, 2-run score easily as Rhonda Horn is hella fast. And Hito Moonshada, who led off this inning with a walk, comes up. He does the war cry of the eagle. I don't even know what you want to call it. I'm trying to stay positive here, and he'll get a base hit to right field. And Norm Phenomenal floundering on the mound. We'll turn to Jacques Sports. 4 for 4, a home run, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, runners on first and second, 2 outs. Norm Phenomenal tense. Ball in the dirt for ball 1. And a ground ball right to Juice Jackson, and that'll finally end the inning. Damn, 6 runs. Makes this a 15-2 ball game, and just at this point I want it to end. Javier, number 1 hitter in the lineup. 1-2-3 coming up against Maurice Brick, who 60th pitch right here is a ball, and his attributes have barely changed with Tier 3 workhorse. 2-0 count. Javier fouls one back, or fouls one off. Outside pitch, and he mashes one to dead center. That's a no-doubt shot. Javier with a big home run here, but another solo home run, and we just cannot get anything going. 467, and I'm loving the offense from a few of these players, but it's just been all solo shots. 3 home runs for us, but we only have 3 runs. 15-3, and it's well too late, but Sakta Song is going to have to figure things out. And he'll do it here as he sends one to left center field all the way to the wall, rounding first and heading to second. Blamo Tamale coming up, hitting the cutoff man, but it's a standing double for Sakta Song, finally getting on base. 0 for 2 prior to that, and he finally found his spot. Huffley Buffler will come up. He needs to do the same thing. 0 for 2 today. Sakta on second with great speed. Huffley down the right field line, past the diving first baseman and into right field. Jackie Slam will come up throwing, will hit second base as there was no chance of getting Sakta at home. And another run scores, keeping the line moving. That's 3 consecutive hits for the Dogs, and I guess maybe not too late. Juice Jackson comes up 1 for 2 with already 1 home run here today. Runner on first with no speed. Juice will look for an off-speed pitch, gets an inside fastball. 1-1 count. This one stays too far inside. Maurice Brick now tense. Volatile is not helping him here. 3-1 count. Juice with an off-speed pitch. That was the pitch I knew he was looking for, and he'll line it right back up the middle, and that gets him into locked-in mojo. He does not have stimulated, by the way. He's on first base, locked in. We have runner on second base. Double play depth for the infield. Hopper Fenster comes up. Maurice Brick still tense. Hopper sends one to left field. This one's going to get over the head of the left fielder. Misplayed by Guy Gold. It's going to be an easy double for him. 1 run will score, and now second and third with still no outs. And if Meltdown was a trade for Brick, it would be activated now, as I believe that was 5 consecutive batters reach base. That'll pull Maurice Brick off the mound, and Braun Thunderchump, Braun of the Overdog, 16th round pick for the Blue Ox, will come in to see if he can stop the bleeding. Yo-Yo Yamamoto will not have Ace Exterminator. I don't know why they didn't replace him. He'll get a grounder to short. Jock Sports will get the out at first base. 1 run will reach on that ground out, and the other runner reaches third base. So with 1 out, another run comes across, making it 15-6. Runner on third base with good speed. Candela will send this to right field, and it's going to get down into the corner. Jackie Slam will get it in before the runner reaches second base, but a base hit from Candela will keep the line moving, and now it's 15-7. And despite all of this, we're still down by 8. And Jack Cracker will come up 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. Swings at this pitch and pops it foul and out of play, thankfully, behind the plate. Braun Thunderchump will get him to fly out to left field. Right there on the line is Guy Gold catching that for out number 2. Runner heads back to first base and now down to 2 outs. Still down by 8 runs. And that might have been the miracle ending there. Stacy Staples still tense after a few pass balls earlier in this game. She should get pulled at this point. I don't know why we don't do more to replace some players at certain points in this game. Stacy Staples will pull it foul. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Braun Thunderchump. Strike 2 there. So down to their last strike are the Dogs. And she strikes out swinging to end the game. This one wasn't close by any means. I feel good about some of the offense we saw from the Dogs. But, man, the Twin Cities Blue Ox completely demolished the Chicago Dogs, and we have our tails tucked between our legs after that loss. 15-7. 18 hits for the Blue Ox, so pretty much everything they hit they scored on, and 7 runs on 10 hits. We put 5 up in the 6th inning, but it was way too late at that point, and it's a shame that our offense couldn't get going. Pulo get pulled in the 2nd inning. And we had to work through, I think, 4 pitchers in that game. So 1, 2, 3, I think 4 pitchers. So real disappointing. And Norm Fenomeno was not phenomenal today, as he was a big factor in that 6-run 6th inning for the Blue Ox. It would have been 9-5 if we were able to prevent them from scoring in the 6th. 9 runs they would have had heading into the 6th inning. If we could have kept them off the board, that would have made it a much closer ball game, but instead, this was very lopsided win. We'll take a look at the Dogs first. Big home run from Javi Yotter, 1 for 3. Sakta Song with a double and then a run scored. Huffley Buffler with a run scored and an RBI as well as a base hit. Juice Jackson, like to see his production, 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 runs scored. Fenster 1 for 3, RBI and a run scored. Yo-Yo 0 for 3 today. That was a disappointment, but he did have an RBI. And then 1 for 3 from Candela, 2 for 3 for Jack Cracker. Would love to see that from the bottom of the order. And then Stacy Staples, 1 for 3 there as well. On the other side, Twin Cities Blue Ox. This is going to take a minute, so bear with me. 4-for-5 day from Jock Sports. He scored all 4 times he reached base, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Toot whistle with a base hit. She also struck out twice, so probably the most unproductive player in the lineup for the Blue Ox. 3-for-4 day with 3 runs scored and an RBI for Ofting. 2-for-3, excuse me, for Jackie Slam. She had a big home run, 4 RBIs. So RBI hero, definitely her trait in this one. 2 runs scored. Lamo, his first 2 at-bats, 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Jesus Christ. Mash, 1-for-3 with a run scored and an RBI. Rhonda Horn, 2-for-4. She struck out twice, but she also reached base twice, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Guy Gold, 2-for-4, same as Rhonda. And then Hito Moonshot from the bottom of the order, 1-for-3 with a run scored. Jovita, what a shame. The S-tier pitcher for the Dogs does not show up here today. 1 2/3. She gave up 8 hits. She gave up 2 home runs, total of 7 earned runs, and she struck out only 2. Immaculate Spectaculo came in, did not look any better. 1 1/3 inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 home runs, and 2 strikeouts. Then Slick Pickman came in. Honestly, was the best of the 3 pitchers here, or of the 4 pitchers. 2 1/3, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. But I think 2 of those earned runs may have come after he got pulled. Norm Fenomeno, yeah, because Norm Fenomeno came in and was awful. 2/3 of an inning was all we needed to get from him. Just needed 2 outs, and he gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and 1 walk. For the Blue Ox, of course, the name of the player of the game here. I guess not the player of the game. I was just looking at that line. He looked good through 5 innings, because by the time he got brought into the 6th inning, he got lit up a bit. 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. But prior to that 6th inning, he looked a lot better and only had given up 2 home runs, 2 solo shots. Braun Thunderchump, he came in, he got 1 inning's worth of work. He only gave up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. Yeah, good job for him coming in. At least, with tier 2 choker, he doesn't have to worry about tense or higher pressure, as the game was well out of hand. Jock Sports, Blammo, and Jackie Slam are your top 3, and that is the first game for each of these teams in the tournament. So if you're wondering if there's any foul play or bias happening here, yeah, I'm biased, but I'm not going to let this influence the integrity of the tournament, as I just let my team get blown up. And they're putting Razzie Dazzler in the starting rotation again for the Blue Ox again. I don't know what the heck is going on over there. But anyways, that'll conclude the first set of games in this tournament. And the only game that wasn't close was mine, as we saw the Blue Ox, Billy Yanks Blue Ox, come in and just embarrass the Dogs at home, going to Whacker's Wheel and putting up 15 runs on ace pitcher Jovita Pulo and that bullpen. Man, we got 7 runs, but it was all way too little, way too late, and now we are at a deficit going the rest of the way. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, we're back around, and we're heading back to the Colonial Plaza, where the Georgia Soul Takers will see if they can extend this lead to 2-0 against the Houston Apollos. One boys Houston Apollos against Prac Nasty's Georgia Soul Takers, and it'll be, I believe, let me see if I can confirm the matchup here. Going to the mound for the Apollos will be Wes Yogurt, and for the Soul Takers, they will be bringing Winnie Noel to the mound. So the workhorse pitcher from the Freebooters will go up against the ace of the Wild Pigs. 3-pitch Wes Yogurt will take the mound for the Apollos. So again, keep me posted. Now that we've seen all 4 of the teams, maybe now you have some opinions. Maybe now you have some thoughts. I did not expect my team to get completely destroyed the way that they did. I'm definitely feeling a lot less confident. I felt really good about my team heading into this tournament, but now I'm feeling like we might get swept, but we'll see. Let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite team now that you've seen them all? Which region are you most interested in seeing more of? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to continue seeing more fun content like this. Check out the rest of the videos I have on my channel, and can't wait to see you all next time. Bye, everyone.